Greetings. Today we're no-hitting Godrick, a +0 weapon, ruin level 1. And today's subject, George Washington Carver. They did not talk about this man enough in school. I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of this man's life. At 13, his mother Mary was bought by Moses Carver, who didn't believe in slavery, but he needed help on his farm. When George was a baby, him, his mother, and his sister were kidnapped by some slave raiders. Moses hired his neighbor to locate all of them and was only able to get back George Carver. He was a frail child and couldn't work on the farm, so Moses's wife, Susan, taught him how to cook, garden, stuff like that. Before the age of 11, people were already calling him the plant doctor because he was able to recognize how to improve the health of gardens and fields. Huge skip forward, he was the first African American to earn the Bachelor of Science degree. He was then sent to work alongside L.H. Pamel, who was a mycologist. A couple of years later, he earned his Master of Agriculture degree and received several offers, one of which was from Booker T. Washington, which is where he got the Washington in his name, of the Tuskegee Institute. Washington convinced the university to create an agriculture class that could only be run by Carver if Tuskegee kept its all-black faculty, which Carver accepted and then proceeded to work there for the rest of his life. He later taught poor farmers that you can use acorns to feed your hogs instead of commercial feed, and that you can use swamp muck instead of fertilizer. He then revolutionized crop farming by introducing crop rotation, which is where cotton would soak up like all the nutrients out of the soil, so you'd have to grow cotton for a couple years and then you'd have to switch it out for nitrogen fixing plants like peanuts, soybeans, and sweet potatoes. But with that came a surplus of non-cotton plants, which he then proceeded to use the surplus of peanuts to create over 300 different uses for peanuts, including milk, paper, oil, peanut-based medicine like antiseptics and laxatives. He then received a standing ovation at the House of Representatives after describing the different uses for peanuts, where he was crowned the Peanut Man. He unfortunately died at 78 after falling down a flight of stairs, where he was then buried next to Booker T. Washington at the Tuskegee Institute. Following his death, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed into legislation for Carver to receive his own statue, which was previously an honor only given to George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. You can actually see his monument in Diamond, Missouri, and also he was inducted into the Inventors Hall of Fame. And finally, to leave you with one of his quotes, "Where there is no vision, there is no hope." That was the video. Bye.